Welcome. Hello. Thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in with Enchantress the Babbler on our revolutionary rise of high what is happening now at this time. Yeah, best believe that I don't know if this is gonna be a long one or not. I'm trying, but we are going to tap in, tune in to the Mars and Leo energy. So here we go. The sands of time. We're going to try to keep this in some kind of time. Maybe I'll just stop abruptly, like wherever I am when this is up and say, okay, that's it. Like wherever I'm at is wherever I'm at, and that's how it's going to be. Like, either way, yeah, definitely. Okay, so these are finger cuts, and let me tell you something. Definitely check out my Amazon affiliated shop because this has been heaven sent with the injury that I've had to my finger, which I'll share eventually the how it looked and healing and stuff like that as it continues to heal. But ever since getting the finger cuts, that's what they're called, finger cuts, it has allowed me to, although annoying this may be, it has allowed me to do my thing. So it's a late night. I don't know, right? I'm just like, either way, I'm tired a little bit too, but I'm excited because I want to. I was thinking about it and I was inspired to record. So I'm just, following suit and showing up, right? Which is dope, right? Because that's that Mars and Leo energy. That's why we're going to talk about it, right? So we got this Mars and Leo energy that is from May 20th to July 10th, right? In this imaginary timeline of existence, right? So we got this Mars and Leo energy. And Mars, what about Mars, right? Who's Mars? What's Mars? What's Mars all about, right? Whether you believe in this kind of shit or not, right? Let's just talk about Mars, right? So Mars is is proud. Oh yeah, Mars is proud, right? Mars is self-confident, right? Oh, Mars is grand, it's spectacular. Mars is in command. Mars is in demand, right? Um, Mars has spirited and grand goals, right? So with this kind of energy, especially it being in the sign of Leo, right? Um, the energy that we feel and that we feed on, right, is going after that which what you want, going after that which you want to create for yourself in ways that mean something to you. But the difference now, right, because Mars is in Leo, right, so now you're even more so self-assured, right, and dramatic as can be. If you have any if you have Leo in your chart, definitely check your Western and Vedic astrology signs, right? So like in Vedic astrology, my rising is in Leo, right? So that explains a lot of my dramaticness with my expressions and stuff, right? Like that, right? But when Mars in Leo, where this is just a reminder, and this is just a point to make and point out, is that one may prefer not to pay attention to the details, right? Because it can, but the choice one may make, right, is taking the least complicated route, right, to achieve certain kind of goals, right? And so it's like, working sometimes smarter, not harder, right? So, and then we got this Mars energy, which lends to this sexual drive, this kundalini rise, this seduction, this passion, this fuel, this strong desire that continues to grow, especially if you're tapped in, turned on, tuned in to that type of energy. It's just like, I am awakened. Hear my roar, right? So it's like, right? So it's awakening, and it can appear to be, depending on who you are, what you're about, and all that kind of stuff, it can appear to be like a competitive type of spirit and stuff like that. Hold on, I need to change the background of the music because I get distracted in moving everything around when I was moving stuff and changing the thing. This card fell out, the Lovers, right? So what are you prepared to learn, right? But either way, right, we're talking about Mars and Leo. I just wanted to show that before I put it back in, right? Right, because I want to do it all on camera and stuff like that. So 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 it can appear to be like competitive in some kind of way, but it's a spirited drive. It's a you're more willing to take certain kind of risks to get what you want, right? So it's like making that mermaid splash, right? It's that siren kind of energy, right? It's like, look at me, hear my roar. Oh, trust, believe, you will feel my roar too, right? Roar, right? And so it's like being in the driver's seat, right? So it's a passionate transition, right? Are you prepared to make a decision that may change the course of your life, right? So, and depending on where you are in your evolution, right? This passionate, dramatic, and most ardent like transit that's taking place puts you in the lead for that which you wish to create. It gives you this great opportunity, right? To put yourself in the lead of whatever it is that you are building for yourself, creating for yourself, generating for yourself, manifesting for yourself, magnifying for yourself, right? So your strength is put on blast here, right? Your strength, you're strong, your demeanor, right? So this is also a volatile time, right? Where you might be triggered too a little bit more easy easy. Oh man, why I can't say this word right now? Easily. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this angle of my arm, but you know what? We don't care right now, right? Because whatever, it's an angle of my arm, my muscular arms. It's just you want to feel these muscles. So way, you see what I'm saying? But like it's like that. And then Leo is charming, right? And we all know, right? Leo, men and women, they can charm your panties, socks off, right? They have this air of charm to them, right? Especially when they're passionate about something, right? And they're so strong, right? They're so they appear, even if they're not confident and stuff like that, right? They appear to be, so they're standing tall, right? 10 toes deep down, right? Because Leo's a fixed sign too, right? So that's also what makes it probably challenging for them too, right? Leo, the stubbornness to them, especially when they see something and they're fixed in their view about something, they're gonna go hard with that something until they give in. Then that giving in to that's the stubborn quality of within them too, that shit is 50-50 chance depending on the Leo, you know what I mean, to rise above that. Some might stay stuck in that same for a long ass time, unable to change, right? That's that fixed sign quality, right? That it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not knocking it or anything like that. It's just sharing where it's a challenge compared to like mutable signs, right? Like Gemini, Virgo, Sag, right? Pisces, I believe it's all mutable, right? Those signs in their ability to flow, change, go, let go, right? There's for some things, depending on whatever. But either way, this Mars and Leo turns up the motherfucking heat, right? So it's turning up the heat, right? It's turning up the heat, surrendering. So surrendering to this heat. Ooh, right? So we're going to surrender. You can have Virgo in your chart too, right? Pisces in your chart too, right? You could be 21 years old as well. You could be life path number 3, life path number 1, life path number 2. You don't have to be. It's okay, right? So, right. So, and because you're turning up the heat because you're looking at something from a different perspective, right? What situation in your life do you need to look at from a different perspective? It's a shift. It's a paradigm shift. It's like it's an uplift. It's like, all right. And you're turning up the heat, which Mars takes mother fudging action. No? Right? What? And fiery Leo, right? So it's like, whoa. So this is like synergy. This is like, oh, we work good together as a team, right? We work good together as a team, right? So that's a beautiful 3 of Wands, right? So you're waiting for something to come in. Something is coming in, right? Look at, and it's uplifting you because look at, I don't even see the ground that which he stands upon because he's floating. So you're floating, right? You can have Aries in your chart too. You could be Aries, Leo, Sag, right? This is all that type of fire energy anyways, right? So when you phase of your life, are you ready to pursue, right? And so that's where Mars and this Leo transition of this climax. Ooh, right? Climax. It could be orgasmic too. You could be turning up the tantric flavors within your, if you have an intimate partner, a spouse, a divine partnership, whatever it is that you have that is tantalizing for your like it's like wow. It's like if you and your partner like to getting it on and right, and depending on the type of kinks you're into, depending on the type of affection and type of how you get it on, like that's where compatibility with the lovers comes in, right? So it's having fun too, like, right, because Leo is a big it's childlike, right? You ever watched lions playing with their children? The children with their cubs. Right? Have you ever seen that? They don't lose the play in their spirit. It's beautiful. I get emotional. But you know me and my animals, right? So 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 Leo encourages us to find pleasure and enjoy. You ever seen, oh my gosh, you ever seen the videos with the lions and the lioness fornicating? For those of you that don't know what fornicating is, and I'm not being a smartass, I just want you to get it because you can Google it yourself and go watch a video, right, of lion and lioness having sex, right? Um, they don't give a fudge if there's a camera right there. When it's like what, they just go at it and with no apology, right? Because they're out in the wild. So oh my gosh, because this is the type of energy that I'm thinking about, guys. You know that I am sensitive. My hairs are standing up. All right, but that's what's up. I love this, right? That's good. That's a good place to be, right? So this pleasure, this enjoyment, enjoy, right? Let us enjoy, especially in love, right? Let us enjoy, especially in love, right? For all of those tapped in, turned on, tuned in, right? Let us all enjoy the pleasures and enjoyment in all that we do. This is a fun-filled time for us to push back, anxious, unwind, to allow our expression to be that which uplifts us in every colorful and flamboyant way. Our desires and passions leading the way, taking center stage as we assert ourselves. We play in the most dramatic fashion and way as we reign supreme in our land, right? We stand up, we take a stand, we go big, we go hard, we go wise, we go and we rise, right? We are igniting the flame within our shrine that urges us to act bravely, right? And apply the actions needed to take this high risk and high reward and treat it as such a priceless matter that matters, right? And treat it appropriately in every manner. The heart always wins. And in my alchemy, in my heart space, I am aligned and centered in my space. And all my projects are lit. And all the people that I surround myself with light my mother fudging fire to ignite enthusiasm for life, encouraging others in my own courageous roar to embrace their more, the new that will help us all too. Ooh, look, they're falling too. Then I fainted. You're big energy now. Big energy. Big, big, big. Pursuing our goals. Our confidence going to speak for ourselves bold. What's the problem? Oh, there ain't no problem. Roar, right? Right? It's not about being too cocky. It's about being assured. And it's about taking no more shit, right? We close that door. So it's if you don't like my tude, which is filled with gratitude, 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 right? So, what's humble? Another conditioned response trying to guide me into oppression, suppression, depression. Because your ego can't handle my wholeness. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Right? Okay. So now, oh my gosh. Right? It's not bragging. It's illumination. It's getting into our alchemization. Right? And celebrating our achievements. It's an awesome, fabulous place to be. Others who might feel threatened by your big energy, hear this roar, close that door. You don't wish them no harm. And their view need not taint your big energy. Now you see it for what it is. That's just a placement where you are in your vibrational energy frequency. I don't need to take part in that perception. So, blockate. Right? Okay, but going back to this sexual energy too, because big wand energy too. You might even have 3 suitors for you. For those of you that are not, you know what? Oops, spirit just checked my ass, because you might be married too, with people very much interested in you. You might be partnered. Someone might believe that you have another, like a partner of some kind, or whatever the case may be. And for my celibates out there, my abstinent crew, right? Holla. I see you, I feel you. You got suitors, right? Because in abstinence and in celibacy, it's not that, oh my gosh, you got a problem getting love and having intimacy. No, it's a sacred act of, discernment and patience for quality over quantity any mother fudging day. But for those of you that are tapped in, turned on, tuned in anyways in that kind of way, and you got that kind of juju juice, right? It's like being a virgin all over again, right? You got that juice. Yeah, you got that good. There we go, good. You got that good. You got that good. I only use that. Be tapping in, turning on, tuning in with me for good vibration, right? Especially those of you that like. Okay, so here, that good. What situation in your life do you need to protect and cherish, right? So here, too, in this Mars and Leo energy, this is where we go, where the ego and the pride can get us tripping up, right? Because there's going to be energies like this outside. You can also, right, this could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type of energy too, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be bad. Right away, people can see Seven of Swords and, oh my gosh, as a tarot reader, nobody wants to see that. But the message here is about Mars and Leo and all that we're dealing with on a whole perspective. And this is just on where we are and what we need not let us affect us, right? And it's with wisdom in these actions that we take to see, right? Eyes that see into infinity, right? And so there's a lot of self-deception too that we're working on too, especially when these transits come through. So granted, this is meant to be fun. This is meant to bring fun, pleasure, and enjoyment in rather tedious other tasks that we're tending to in our everyday, right? Where you gotta deal with other people, you gotta live your life, right? You gotta work, you gotta pay bills, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, right? So now we got this playful energy coming in the mix of all of that too. So it doesn't take away from that sense of sense and sensibility and responsibility too, right? Nah, we're responsible here. For those of you tapped in, turned on, tuned in, we're responsible. We take care of that which we must, right? But we can have fun too. Right? So don't allow the betrayals of the world and the deceit of the world and the inauthentic folk of the world and the people that want an evil eye, or they want to shade, or they want to freaking steal from you, copy from you, use you, misuse you, all these kind of people that hide and lurk in the dark, creating fake accounts, doing all this kind of stuff, whatever you can do on social media. That's from a distance. From a distance, you look very clownish, my friend. And especially when you do stupid shit like that, right? But don't do stupid shit like that, and then you wouldn't be offended. You know what I'm saying? But either way, what was I saying about all of that? Right. So this is dealing, right? Because this is reality for real. I may speak colorfully, but this is real shit here, right? I'm just an expressionist. I'm an artist. I'm a poetess. I'm a prophetess in that kind of way. I'm a channel for the divine, and I feel gasmic in that kind of way. I don't know how to speak uncolorfully. You know what I'm saying? So these things are just further divination tools for me to use that help me to further convey and express and articulate in no colorful way that I motherfucking do. And it's not going to be for everybody too. Some people like, oh, talk regular. I don't know how to talk regular. Go see somebody else. I've been talking like this my whole life. And people have been trying to shut it down for a motherfucking long time. If you don't like it, you got happy the fuckity off of it, right? So that's pretty much, right? So that Mars and Leo energy, right? Awakening that drive. Like, who the fudge are you to even just come into my alchemize of a line? If you don't like what you see, hoppity the fuckity offity. You don't need to be here. That type of shit, right? And so it's sexy. Oh my goodness, it's sexy to those that do appreciate you. And this could be for intimate partnering too. So it's like your sass, your ass, your voluptuousness, your, and you don't have to be voluptuous. I'm just speaking, you know, from the tender meat I am. Right? The timing, but either way, like I just, you know, either way, whatever your body type is, there is no body shaming here. You are sexy, especially in the eyes of your beloved. Oh my gosh, what? Right? And for those of you that may not feel like, I want my beloved, for those of you feeling like that, this be you, right? In your Queen of Pentacles energy, you could be, this is not gender specific, this is just an energy specific, right? It's being tapped in, turned on, tuned into the feminine, the yin aspect in your coin, in your bag, in your earth, in your stability, right? So this is earth sign quality. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? Energy. What situation in your life do you hold value to? Right, in the midst of all of this kind of stuff, right? Oh my gosh, Mars and Leo, I gotta hurry up. I just looked at the thing, it's finishing, so we gotta get through, right? So pursuing, right? So we're ruling our sexual desires, right? Our sexual desires, right? So what about our sex? So putting to death to the fear of being maybe rejected or not being accepted, or having all these options and not choosing the right option, right? But getting this even keel of balance, right? So look at appropriate suitor, I hear in my mind, right? Whomever is going to be for you is going to be for you. So to put to rest the fears that might clog your better judgment, right? So it's since Mars rules our sexual desires, right? So we'll want to like out ourselves first, right? So it's coming out of your own, so it's getting out of your own way. It's like that Eight of Swords kind of energy, walking away, or Eight of Cups energy. I mean, walking away, Eight of Swords energy, untrapping yourself, reverse, right? This, so focusing, so the focus here is on self-satisfaction, right? Because it's that selfish gratifying satisfaction and pleasure, which is fucking needed, right? Especially those of you tapped in, turned on, tuned in right now, right? I'm trying to, I'm getting nervous, and I'm like, you know, whatever. Either way, we could always continue. I could do it maybe one more time, but no, I said I was gonna shut it off after, but I don't know if I should. Anyways, I don't know what to do. But either way, right? So right, either way, so it's the showering, right, of attention, affection, right, adoration, right, and having this too for yourself, but in love, right, in love, having this type of this for yourself, granted, right, but self, right, or just um having someone to enjoy this time with, right? So it's right. In the tarot, Mars in Leo is the Six of Wands, right? So in the Six of Wands, you see this man like all prideful and stuff like that, with a victory wreath, and he's usually sitting on top of a horse, right? And there's like people cheering, so there's victory, right, in that which you have to obtain, right, in every kind of way. So because this is the time for this expansion, then we have that Jupiter right here too, expanding the whole entire room. So it's like getting to the details of all the kind of things that you want, especially in regards to your desires, your passions, right? What, what, look, be courageous. Truth conquers all, right? You could be 48 years old, 1984, 1948, you could have been born too. But be courageous. Truth conquers all. So it's like, be courageous, right? Truth is like, it kind of like looks like a lion too, the guy with the long hair. But so it's like being bold and all that you wish to accomplish. So it's like putting yourself out there. So putting yourself out there, even when you don't know what that's going to look like. And I saw a quote that I kind of want to like, I'm thinking of right now. The quote is, sometimes fear does not subside and you must do it afraid. And I just think that that's worth repeating. Sometimes fear does not subside and you must do it afraid. And that is our time here, because the time is out. And so till next time, whatever you grasp from all of that.